यूं ही बुनियाद का दर्जा नहीं मिलता किसी को, खड़ी की जाएगी मुझ पर अभी दीवार कोई। गुलाम मुर्तज़ा राही के इन पंक्तियों के साथ मैं डॉक्टर रिया अपनी साथी डॉक्टर मंजरी के साथ सभागार में उपस्थित सभी का गौतम बुद्ध विश्वविद्यालय के 18वें स्थापना दिवस के अवसर पर हार्दिक स्वागत करती हूँ। सबसे पहले आप 18वें स्थापना दिवस की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। आज हम एकत्रित हुए हैं एक सपने की 18वीं वर्षगांठ मनाने के लिए, जो इस विश्वविद्यालय की नींव रखते हुए देखी गई होगी। वो सपना जो दिन प्रतिदिन बड़ा होता जा रहा है इस विश्वविद्यालय के रूप में।
Through trials and triumphs, we have come a long way to reach the dawn of a brand new day. From humble beginnings, we did rise to reach vast and boundless skies. I once again extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest, Professor K.K. Agarwal, Honorable President, South Asian University, New Delhi. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rana Pratap Singh. Our esteemed guests, Professor Jaimala Bishnoi, Member, Board of Governance. Professor Shailendra Gaurav, Member, Board of Management. Professor Rupesh Chaturvedi, Member, Academic Council. Brigadier Dr. Rakesh Kumar Gupta, Director, GIMS. Shri Akash Dwivedi from Kathak Kendra. Respected Registrar, Dr. Vishwas Tripathi, Dean Academics, Professor N.P. Malkania, respected Deans of all schools, Dean Students Affairs, Finance Officer, Heads of various departments, faculty members, staff and their families, and to our dear students on the 18th Foundation Day of Gautam Buddha University.
To mark the beginning of this auspicious occasion, I would now like to invite the students from the Department of Buddhist Studies and Civilization for Buddha Vandana. The Buddha Vandana will be done in the Theravada tradition first, followed by the Mahayana tradition.
Good morning, Venerable Bhikkhu Sangha. Good morning, respected Venerable Bhikkhu Sangha, nuns, Honorable Vice Chancellor, all faculty members and dignitaries. As an opening of the auspicious ceremony of the Gautam Buddha University 80th Foundation Day, may I announce the program of our chanting. In the beginning, we have to start Namo Tassa verses 3 times, and then follow the virtues of the Buddha, the virtues of the Dhamma, the virtues of the Sangha verses, and Yanodinimekdam verses 3 times, Vatusava Meglam verses 3 times, and Savitiya verses. Our chanting will take time around 2 to 3 minutes. So, Venerable Bhikkhu Sangha, let's get started our chanting by starting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Iti piso Bhagava Araha Samma Sambuddho Vijacharana Sampanno Sugeto Lokavidu Anuttara Purisa Dhammasarati Satta Deva Manusana Buddho Bhagava Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opaneko Vejata Varita Bo Vinyui Soparipano Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjaparipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipanno Savaka Sangho Samijaparipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidan Chattari Purisa Yugani Atha Purisa Puggala Ita Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Yakineyo Angelikaraniyo Anodara Punyakita Lokasa Ewa Buddha Saratana Dhamma Sanghecha Bhagawa Yawa Chambi Tatawa Lomaha Zonahi Sati Yanudi Meidyawa Mengaleja Yo Jamana Bosakuna Sasado Babagahodo Supina Agenda Buddha Nuva Vina Samendo Yanuni Meidyawa Mengaleja Yo Jamana Bosakuna Sasado Babagahodo Supina Agenda Dhamma Nuva Vina Samendo Yanuni Meidyawa Mengaleja Yo Jamana Bosakuna Sasado Babagahodo Supina Aganda Sangha Nuva Vina Samendo Bhavatu Sabha Mengala Rakhantu Sabha Devata Sabha Buddha Nuva Vina Sarasuki Bondute Bhavatu Sabha Mengala Rakhantu Sabha Devata Sabha Dhamma Nuva Vina Sarasuki Bondute Bhavatu Sabha Mengala Rakhantu Sabha Devata Sabha Sangha Nuva Vina Sarasuki Bondute Sabitiyo Vivejantu Sogoro Govinasatu Matevo Nondaraya Sukitiga Yugo Bhava Abhivarana Silesa Nitya Oja Pasayino Chattaro Dhamma Vadantu Ayuvono Sukha Bala Sadhu 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 Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Mai ban nhà ba la mật đa tâm kinh quán từ đại Bồ Tát thành tâm ban nhà ba la mật đa hưởng giới không tu nhân thiên của ai xa lời tự sáng bất gì không bất gì sáng sáng tinh thì không tinh thì sắc tỏ gương hành thức diệt phục như thì xá lời và còn thương bất sanh bất diệt bất câu bất tình bất tăng bất giảm đi cố không trong vô sáng vô tỏ tương hành thức vô nhãn nhị thì tiệt toàn ấy về chỗ quá vô nhạc giới này chi vô ý thân giới vô minh diệt vô minh toàn ngại chi vô lậu tự diệt vô lậu tự tận vô tập diệt đạo vì vô sở đáng có vô đề tăng đội ban nhà ba la mòn đã có tâm vô quái đất này hướng về khắp thân cả đệ tử và chúng sanh đều trọn thành vấn đạo sa tu sa du sa.
Thank you so much. And now, to inaugurate the event on a blessed note, I request the dignitaries to kindly come forward for lamp lighting, as the lamp symbolizes the journey of knowledge, wisdom, and mutual growth.
I would request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rana Pratap Singh, our Chief Guest, Professor K.K. Agarwal, Professor Jaimala Bishnoi, Professor Rupesh Chaturvedi, Professor Shailendra Gaurav, Brigadier Dr. Rakesh Kumar Gupta, our Honorable Registrar Dr. Vishwas Tripathi, and our Dean Student Affairs Dr. Manmohan Shishodia to kindly come on the stage for lamp lighting.
I further request Vanshika and Ananya to sing Saraswati Vandana at the same time.
Sari sani ni sani papa ni pa ma pa ma pa ga ma pa ni da da sa pa 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 ni ma ma pa ma ga ma
Thank you, everyone.
I would, I would now like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rana Pratap Singh Ji, to welcome our Chief Guest, Professor K.K. Agarwal. I would now like to request Professor Anand Singh Ji to welcome Professor Rupesh Chaturvedi.
I further request you, sir, to please welcome Brigadier Dr. Rakesh Kumar Gupta, Director of Chins. So I now request to please welcome Shri Akash Trivedi from Kathak Kendra. Do we have Shri Akash Trivedi? Okay. Moving forward, I request the Student Affairs, Dr. Manmohan Singh Sisodia, to please welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rana Pratap Singh Ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
I have the privilege of introducing Dr. Manmohan Singh Sisodia. He is a distinguished faculty member from the Department of Applied Physics at GBU. Dr. Sisodia has extensive experience in teaching and he specializes in advancing fundamental and applied physics. His work focuses on fostering deep scientific understanding and contributing to the development of innovative methodologies in physics. He contributes to inspire students and to the academic community. With this brief introduction, I would like to invite Dr. Sisodia to address the gathering.
A very good morning to all the wonderful people gathered over here to celebrate the 18th Foundation Day of Gautam Buddha University. On this occasion, it is my honor and privilege to welcome Professor Rana Pratap Singh, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mrs. Vice Chancellor, Chief Guest Professor K.K. Agarwal, Honorable President of South Asian University, New Delhi, Guest of Honor Dr. Sameer V. Kamath, Secretary Department of Defense and Chairman DRDO. Dr. G. Satish Reddy, former Secretary Department of Defense and Chairman DRDO. Sri R.K. Mathur, former Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh and Defense Secretary, Government of India. Professor Jayamala Bishnoi, Honorable Member, Board of Governors. Professor Shailendra Singh Gaurav, Honorable Member, Board of Management. Professor Rupesh Chaturvedi, Honorable Member, Academic Council. Dr. Brigadier Rakesh Kumar Gupta ji, Honorable Director JIMS, all the Deans, HODs, Registrar, Finance Officer, other officers, faculty members, staff members, and students of Gautam Buddha University. The academic journey of the university started in year 2008 with its motto adopted from the teachings of Gautam Buddha as Atta hi Attanonatho, Atta hi Attanogati. The university was established 17 years back with the vision of creating a community of intellectuals and entrepreneurs endowed with character, creativity, competence, and commitment, who can inspire meaningful transformations to ensure holistic growth and development of the society. Gautam Buddha University has completed the journey of 17 years and has registered a strong presence among academic institutions. Any such dream doesn't come to the reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. In the words of Pandit Jaishankar Prasad, वह पथ क्या पथिक कुशलता क्या जिस पथ पर विकरा सूर न हो नाविक की धैर्य कुशलता क्या जब धाराएं प्रतिकूल न हो. With this spirit, I sincerely thank those individuals who contributed to the wonderful journey of 17 years as Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Member Board of Governors, Member Board of Management, Member Academic Council, faculty members, administrators, staff members, advisors, and most importantly, as students and parents. Once again, I convey my gratitude to one and all present here in this historic gathering by reaffirming the faith in the lines of Sri Harivansh Rai Bachchan, तू न थकेगा कभी, तू न रुकेगा कभी, तू न मुड़ेगा कभी, कर सफर, कर सफर, कर सफर. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
Thank you so much, sir, for your welcome address. It's now time to hear the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Gautam Buddha University, Professor Rana Pratap Singh Ji. But before that, please allow me to introduce him. A distinguished academician and administrator, Professor Rana Pratap Singh has over 25 years of teaching and about 30 years of research experience, particularly in the field of cancer biology, tumor therapeutics, and integrative medicine. Professor Singh completed his BSc from E.V. Christian College, Allahabad University, and MSc and PhD in Life Sciences from Jawaharlal Nehru University. He was a postdoctoral fellow at AMC Cancer Research Center, Lakewood, Colorado, USA in the year 2002 and 2001. After that, he worked as a research associate in the School of Pharmacy, University of Colorado Health Sciences Center, Denver, USA. Following which, he worked as assistant professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences, University of Colorado, Denver. Professor Singh then joined Jawaharlal Nehru University as associate professor from 2006 to 2010, and then a professor at Central University of Gujarat from 2010 to 2012 as an adjunct professor in the same university, following which he joined as professor at Jawaharlal Nehru University in 2012. And he is now serving as the Vice Chancellor of Gautam Buddha University. Professor Singh has also been a visiting faculty fellow at University of California, Riverside, adjunct professor at University of Colorado, and visiting professor at Johns Hopkins University, Baltimore. He has a credible overseas experience and has visited 8 countries for academic pursuits. Professor Rana Pratap Singh has about 195 peer-reviewed articles, out of which 91 papers are in more than 5 impact factor journals, and his work has been cited more than 16,000 times in H-Index and I-10 Index journals. He has around 150 papers presented or published in conference proceedings. He has served as a PI of 13 research projects and co-PI of quite a few. He has handled a Center of Excellence project under Ayush Ministry and Natural Felicity project as well. He has given about 100 invited lectures in India and abroad, organized 22 conferences, 10 workshops, and is on the editorial board of 14 international journals. Professor Singh has been teaching and research contributions in the area of cancer prevention and therapeutics, tumor heterogeneity, cancer stem cells, radiotherapy, chemotherapy resistance, tumor angiogenesis, cell cycle, cell signaling, microgravity, and cancer. He has played a key role in conceptualizing and establishing the Patanjali Research Institute at Haridwar. He has initiated the Ayurveda Biology Program, BSc MSc at JNU, conceptualized the medical school and hospital on the JNU campus, conceptualized and established a special center for system medicines at JNU and is founder chairperson. He has received many awards and honors. To name a few, it is ICMR, which is International Fellowship for Senior Biomedical Scientists to Johns Hopkins University, USA, Indo-US Science Technology Forum to establish a Center for Integrative Cancer Biology and Therapeutics, ICMR for Young Biomedical Scientists, and Postdoctoral Training Award for Prostate Cancer Research. He has a wide range of administrative experiences, including the Pro Vice Chancellor, Rector at JNU, Dean of Students at JNU, Chairperson, Special Center for Systems, and President's Institutional Innovation Council, JNU. We are honored to have such a visionary as our Vice Chancellor, so please welcome Professor Singh on the stage to give a bird's eye view of the journey of Gautam Buddha University since 2008. Professor Ram Pratap Singh ji. I would request the IT team to please create the PowerPoint.
A very good morning to all of you. Namo Buddhaya. Our chief guest today, Professor K.K. Agarwal, deans of the schools, head of departments, faculty members, their family, dear students and guests. We are celebrating today 18th Foundation Day in our campus. This is a kind of similar event the way you celebrate your birthday each and every year. The 17 years of journey of this university, if you look back, we had several stalwarts in terms of administrators and faculty members who have contributed up to a great extent during these years, and that is now what we see in terms of excellence in the university. We just heard about the Buddha chanting. We are here to get the knowledge, but only knowledge if you get through the classrooms, teaching, or learning different skills, that won't be suffice or it won't be complete unless we have the teachings of Buddha combined with that knowledge. So if I say that there is another word which is very close to knowledge, that is wisdom. So unless you have both knowledge and wisdom, the value of the knowledge is not going to serve the purpose or serve the society. And when we talk about the wisdom, there comes the teaching of Buddha, of the Dhamma. So we are fortunate that we are in a campus where we have an environment and we have opportunity to learn both knowledge as well as wisdom. Knowledge, as we know that it is just a collection of facts, of the information, or the skill, and it answers the question only what or how. But the wisdom is very important. When that knowledge has to be used, it is very important to know about the knowledge which you have gained. So this is a brief account of our teaching and learning, what we have, and we can see how to bring excellence in the university by putting our efforts and see what are the new areas which are coming and how to get that opportunity and expose ourselves and enhance our learning. During the last years in the Gautam Buddha universities, whatever achievements have been through different schools, I'm just going to share a glimpse of that. So this is the vision and mission. What you see, it's there on the website of the JU. Website of the GBU. So if you look at the words, whatever is written here, integrated academic and research institution. Integrated is a very important word nowadays. And for complete learning or holistic learning, integration of different areas or departments are very much required. And thereon we have several other characteristics, but it has to be in the vision to make this university an excellent campus of the teaching and learning. Again, for the mission, we have 5 points listed here, and these are again the best practices in various universities where we can enhance our teaching and learning. These are 8 different schools of learning in our campus. We have Department of Biotechnology, ICT, Engineering, Buddhist History and Civilization, Vocational Studies and Applied Sciences, Law, Justice and Governance, Management, Humanities and Social Sciences. So, in these 8 schools, we have around 7,000 to 8,000 students, and total faculty members are around 350. If you look at the recognitions of the university, some of these are listed over here, and generally we follow all the norms of regulatory bodies, whether it is UGC, LCT, BCI, CO, RCI, or AICT. And there are several characteristic features in the campus which you can find on the slide. I'll go through it quickly so that we can save time to hear the wisdom of our chief guest. School-wise, if you look at the journey from the beginning, this is the School of Biotechnology, how it has grown from 45 students to 850 students at present. And there are several programs in this school today. Related to achievements of the School of Biotechnology, in addition to the requirement for funding, which is very important for the research in biological sciences, also the recognition of faculties and publication, research areas and outreach activities. In all the areas, the school has been contributing immensely. And we need to appreciate our faculty members for their hard work and effort to get the recognition of the school. And similarly, the situation for our School of Management, there are different programs of studies over here. These are the key achievements of the humanities and social sciences. So this is the achievement of the School of Management in the area of research, consultancy, recognition of the school and the faculty members along with the publication and outreach activity. This is humanities and social sciences. You can see this is a very big school We have several departments over here, and also variety of courses are running in the school, starting from BA to PhD. The achievements, again, Center of Excellence. These are over here listed 5 Center of Excellence: Ambedkar Center, Martin Luther King Junior Center, Center for Hindu Study and Linguistics, Center for Professional Development, Center for Linguistics and Cultural Studies. Again, this school is contributing a lot in terms of research and its outreach activities. This is School of Law and Justice and Governance. Here we have 3 programs: BLLB, LLM and PhD. This school is also very vibrant and it is connected to all the stalwarts in this area and contributes a lot. Moot court competition, that is the hallmark of this school, where we attract students from several campuses from all over India. The achievements, again, you can look at these students' achievements. They have gone all over in the professional areas which you can visualize after getting the degree in law. And also, there are some outreach activities, research, and also this impact assessment. This is a very important project which university is running, and it assesses the impact of society or the social areas when the lands are being acquired for different developmental projects or activities. School of Engineering, this is again a very important school in the campus. We have different programs and the departments over here. The achievements of the School of Engineering. This is different kind of programs you can see related to training programs, workshops, conferences. Also, the school is very good in publication. Almost 400 plus publications are already there. They have organized more than 500 conferences during these 17 years. Also, they have conducted several research projects. This is vocational studies and applied sciences. Again, here we have 5 departments for physics, mathematics, applied chemistry, food processing and technology, and environmental sciences. Research and education and the infrastructure in the campus is a very small list, and for these 5 departments you can see the number of faculty and different clubs, how they are being run by different departments. The students are very active and they keep doing some or other activities throughout the year. This is related to the achievements of vocational studies and applied sciences. From this picture you can imagine that how active the school is related to the placement and outreach activity. They have a huge network, and that is very helpful for our students to explore the positions according to their interest and requirement. This is also very much recognized by different awards and also contributed a lot in the area of research and innovation. School of Information and Communication Technology, ICT. This is the biggest school, and a lot of programs are being run over here. You can see the contributions in terms of publication, research area, center of excellence. Publication-wise, school is very good. Contributed more than 400 publications, also conference papers. Likewise, books, book chapter, patents filed, and there are 4 important research areas over here: artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, EEG signal classification, network reliability. Here are 5 Center of Excellence being run under this school. And here is mentioned about the placement of one student for the package. School of Buddhist Studies and Civilization. Again, this is very important school in the campus. There are different programs running in this campus related to the Buddhist Studies and Civilization. And one unique feature of the school is almost all the students, or more than 90% of students, they come from other countries other than India. Related to their achievements, this is very clearly listed over here. Integrated BMA program and the diversity of the school. Also, the doctoral programs are running very well in this school. This is a very unique program of Vipassana meditation, which usually happens several times in a year, organized by the faculty members of the school. And it has been also recognized by various awards, including award in Pali literature by the President of India and the Chief Minister. Achievements. Again, there are several MOUs from different universities all over the world, and these are the lists of alumni who have been in different countries. Numbers are listed over here. You can see there are several students from different countries all over the world. These are some glimpses of various activities performed by this school. During last 17 years, this has been the trend of the number of students, how they have grown from the early years till now. And this year, the trust and the interest of the students have been very good in the university. Almost we have received more than 21,000 applications for the admission this year. This is just breakup of the PhD students. Almost 345 PhD degrees have been awarded so far. Research articles. This is again a graph showing the trajectory, how the number of publications started from 2009 has grown up till around close to 300 countries. Major placement in various schools. We have very good placement records for almost all the schools over here. This is the library facility, which is across the Shanti Sarovar, and library is very rich and it has big space for sitting and studying. So all of you are requested to utilize the library as much as possible for your teaching and learning. The resource collections, you can see the number of books, magazines, different project reports, thesis, newspapers. This is again the list of all students. Some of those are just mentioned over here, how they have been placed in different industries or different academic institutions. Some of them are listed over here at the bottom. Recent awards and recognition. Again, CSR Top University of year 2023, and some more recognitions university-wise we have here. GBU has a very excellent facility for the sport. It also supports those students or the people who take part in the Paralympic or para sports. This is one example of getting the award at Paralympic level by one of the students. The complex is called as a Clubware Sports Complex, and we have several facilities over here. You can see ranging from tennis, volleyball, basketball, cricket stadium, football and hockey and so forth. So those who are active, in fact everyone should be active and utilize the sports facility at their best. So at the end, I would just like to conclude with one sentence that we should secure our past, we should engage our present, and we should be prepared for the future. Once again, I congratulate all the faculty members and students for the celebration of the 18th Foundation Day, and wish you all the best for all the future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for highlighting the achievements of the university over the years.
Now on the screen we would display the hashtag pages of GBU and the QR codes. We request all of you to follow the pages. May we have the QR code page on screen, please? Yes. This is the page. We request all of you to follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook. We display the page on screen again and again, so in case you have missed it, you get a chance to see it.
We are privileged to have video messages from our three guests of honor. They could not make it to this Foundation Day program due to work commitments. But before having the first video, I'd like to introduce to all of you Sri R.K. Mathur. Sri R.K. Mathur was the first Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory of Ladakh. He was a former General Secretary and an alchemist of the Council and architect. I now request the activity to be videoed.
Guests, distinguished faculty, dear students of Gautam. It is indeed my proud privilege to be able to address you today on your Foundation Day. We are also celebrating this as a Space Day. This university has been built by stalwarts who have raised the strong academic edifice. They have also built a strong infrastructure for imparting education and for sports. Indeed, you have to be proud of this beautiful, big, green campus. The government has fixed definite goals in the national education policy. One specific objective I would like to refer to, which is interdisciplinary studies. This is something which you are uniquely poised and equipped to achieve. Our Honorable Prime Minister has also fixed 2047 as the year to become Viksit Bharat. These are the objectives which this university has to work. We also have to look at the way the world is emerging with new technologies, artificial intelligence, clean energy, biotechnology, space exploration, sustainable planet, sustainable living. These are the targets which have to be achieved through the motto of this university, which includes character, creativity, and competence building. The faculty has its task thus cut out. We have to impart knowledge blended with compassion, innovation which is blended again with wisdom, progress which is shaped by peace and welfare for all. The objective is to work for you, our young minds, who have to achieve and conquer new horizons with new imaginative solutions, with new ideas which to fulfill and achieve those solutions, and technology which blends with the needs of humanity. I am sure that in this university you are poised and well equipped to achieve this. I wish both the faculty and the students great success in their efforts in this direction. Once again, I am thankful for this opportunity. Thank you and Jai Hind.
It's an honor to hear Shri R.K. Mathur on the occasion of National Space Day and the Foundation Day of GBU. We now have a video from Dr. G. Satish Reddy, who is the former scientific advisor to Raksha Mantri, the secretary at Department of Defense R&D, and chairman of DRDO. Dr. Reddy was involved in the development of integrated missile development program that includes ICBM NAG, long-range guided bomb Prithvi, and anti-satellite mission Shakti. Please may we have the video of Dr. Reddy.
My best wishes on the foundation day of Gautam Buddha University. For the last 18 years, the university has been evolving itself as one of the best universities in the country. It's continuously improving its standards, enhancing the state-of-the-art infrastructure and capabilities of the teaching fraternity. Established in a large land mass of 500 acres, having more than 10,000 students in the campus, the university is striving to carry out a lot of research, skill development, and many other activities in the campus. Today, when Bharat is evolving itself as a science and technology hub, particularly in the area of aerospace and defense. It's time for the young generation to jump into this advanced research, technology development and innovation. Bharat has become a space power, launching multiple satellites through indigenous vehicles, whether it is PSLV, GSLV, and many other things, and doing Mars mission, Chandrayaan, and all that. And we are moving further to have our own space station also. Similarly, in the defense area, the country is evolving itself as a front runner in the defense technologies and turn around from an importer to an exporter. A lot of new technologies and new systems have been developed, the testimony of which we all have witnessed in the operations Sindoor, the way our armed forces have used these systems and technologies, making the adversary completely come down. So in this scenario, it's the need for us to develop inclusiveness into the science and technology, carry out in-depth research, and develop advanced technology products with innovation. This is the need of the hour. And technology is getting into every area, into the humanities also. AI is being used in big way in all the areas, including in the law and justice also. So, it is now getting everywhere. So, it is time for all of you to get into technologies, to get into the science and research and come out with outcomes which give name and fame to the Gautam Buddha University, making the university stand tall in the country. I wish the university stands tall in the science area, technology area, in the humanities area, including law and all other departments, the schools what university has. I also have seen there are more than 150 various varieties of courses being conducted in the university, and sure that all of you will flourish in each and every area, making yourself a pride of the nation and the Gautam Buddha University a pride of the nation. Once again, my best wishes to the entire fraternity of Gautam Buddha University and wish that university evolves itself as a great university with a name for it. Jai Hind, Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. I would now like to introduce Dr. Sameer V. Kamath. Dr. Kamath is Secretary, Department of Defense R&D, Chairman DRDO. He is an alumnus of IIT Kharagpur. He completed his PhD from Ohio State University in Material Engineering, a material specialist. He has contributed towards the development of rare earth permanent magnet technology, making the country self-reliant in REPM. Could we have the video, please?
Vice Chancellor Professor Rana Pratap Singh, esteemed guests, faculty members, other members of the university administration, and dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to address the GBU fraternity on its 18th foundation day. This university was established with a vision to create a community of intellectuals and entrepreneurs that would uphold the ethos of the Buddha's teachings. Character, creativity, and competence by fusing professional, technical, and spiritual disciplines, and can inspire meaningful transformation to ensure holistic growth and development of the society. I came to know it's a fully residential, research-oriented institution embedding multidisciplinary study spanning engineering, management, biotechnology, applied sciences, law, and Buddhist studies, as well as humanistic studies into a single integrated campus. The foundation day of an university, I believe, should make it cogitate on what it has achieved so far, whether it has lived up to the expectation of the founders, what it should do in the future for progressing steadfastly to achieve the excellence in different spheres of academic activities and develop society. Educated youth play a very important role in in the development of any country. They are the backbone of the nation, especially in India, where we have a huge dividend through their participation and contribution. They can help shape the nation's destiny by infusing newer ideas, innovative thinking, and developing advanced technology. This will fulfill the dream of Honorable Prime Minister in making the country Shashakt Bharat as well as Viksit Bharat. I urge the faculty and students to focus more on advanced research and technological developments. These scientific advancements will act as the bedrock for demographic dividends, economic security, climate resilience, and technological prowess in health as well as defense sector. I am sure you all together can achieve excellence by inculcating a deep sense of duty, ownership, and responsibility in all aspects of work environment at this great university. I wish you again a very happy Foundation Day. Jai Hind.
GBU shares its Foundation Day with the National Space Day, and we are honored to have the message of such distinguished personalities on this occasion. Once again, I would like to thank all three of them. Thank you. It is an honor and privilege for me to introduce Professor K.K. Agarwal. Professor Agarwal is an accomplished academician and administrator and an engineer by training. He received his PhD in Reliability Evaluation and Optimization from Kurukshetra University. He pursued his master's from the same university, securing first position. He obtained his bachelor's in Electronics and Communication Engineering from Punjab University and emerged as the topper. Professor Agarwal has served the National Board of Accreditation India as its former chairman. He was the founding Vice Chancellor of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi, where he served for 10 years from 1998 to 2008, leading from the front. Before this, he was the Pro-Vice Chancellor of Guru Jambheshwar University, Hisar, for 3 years. He is also the former chairman of the Board of Governors, MNIT, Jaipur. Professor Agarwal has had a distinguished career of 27 years as an academic at the National Institute of Technology, Kurukshetra, where he was engaged in teaching and research activities in computer engineering and information technology. Professor Agarwal has authored various books, including Reliability Engineering and Software Engineering, many of which have undergone numerous rounds of reprints. He has published over 400 research papers in the domain of electronics and computer engineering in academic journals of repute, about half of which are international journals. He was associated with the Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, serving as its president between the years 2002 to 2004. During this period, this institution witnessed unprecedented growth. Professor Agarwal was also the president of the Computer Society of India from 2007 to 2009, the president of the Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation from 2008 to 2010, and the sectional president, ITNCS, of the Indian Science Congress Association. He was also the Academy Professor of the Academy of Scientific and Innovative Research of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research. He has been invited to deliver lectures at several universities in India and abroad, including the University of Berkeley, USA, University of Cincinnati, Florida State University, University of Birmingham, UK, and Technical University of Germany, to name a few. Apart from his contributions in the academic field, Professor Agarwal has made a very strong impact in the industrial world. The industry has widely consulted him, most notable being his contribution towards the reliability analysis for PSLV of the Indian Space Mission. He was also honored by the Reliability Society of IEEE USA for his services as the guest editor for the special issue on State of Reliability Effort of the Indian Subcontinent. He was declared as the Man of the Decade, Man of the Century, and Man of the Millennium by American Bibliographical Institute. He was also awarded the Delhi Ratna by the All India Conference of Intellectuals. The International Biographical Centre England published his biography in their first 500 at the New Millennium in July 2000. The Broadcast Engineering Society of India honoured him by conferring an honorary fellowship on him in February 2001, and the Computer Society of India also conferred the fellowship to him in 2003. Professor Agarwal was conferred a Distinguished Fellowship in 2010 and the very first Lifetime Achievement Award in 2011 by the Institute of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, India. The Computer Society of India also conferred the Lifetime Achievement Award on Professor Agarwal in 2016. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming Professor Agarwal for the Foundation Day lecture.
The very dynamic Vice Chancellor of Gautam Buddha University, my dear friend, Professor Rana Pratap Singh, members of the board, members of the Academic Council, distinguished deans, HODs, faculty members, and dear students. It's a great pleasure and honor to be here today on the occasion of your Foundation Day, which is equivalent to the birthday of a child in the family. I have been told that although it is 18th Foundation Day, but it's being celebrated formally for the first time. So I consider it a great privilege to be here on this very grand occasion, and will first of all like to offer my congratulations and compliments to the Vice Chancellor, to all the faculty members, and all the students who are responsible to have made it as it is today. My congratulations and best wishes. Friends, we have been keeping a track of this university right from its inception in 2008, and have seen its progress, its journey over these years. Today, when we are celebrating 18th Foundation Day, I also find that you are entering into the adulthood of the university, and from a university, like the life of a person, when you become adult, we expect a different kind of behavior and responsibilities as we expected from a child. Now, when you are becoming an adult university, we hope and pray that you are more independent to take decisions for yourself, and making sure that this university is able to be really exercising the autonomy which our national education policy has promised, and make sure this university reaches the point which was destined for it. Believe you me, my dear friends, I completed my 10 years term as Vice Chancellor of Indraprastha University in 2008, and was very much excited that we are creating a university in NCR with 500 acres of area in the main location of this Noida, Greater Noida area on the main road. I think this real asset itself gives such a great launch pad to this university, and if you permit me to say, so far we have not encashed on it to the point we should have done, and I'm sure let this Foundation Day be the pledge that will make sure that this university achieves the objectives for which it was designed. My dear friends, you ought to appreciate when the government of the state must have allocated 500 acres. They must have a grand vision of the university in mind. And I still believe that we can make it, it can be done, and I am more than doubly sure, particularly after Professor Rana Pratap has come here, that and knowing his research credentials, knowing his research capabilities, and knowing his contributions to the very famous university of the country, Jawaharlal Nehru University, we should be able to make it. My best wishes once again for this. Friends, I'm extremely happy that your foundation day coincides with the National Space Day. I have always believed in life that some things which appear to be coincidences are normally not coincidences. That is the game of the chess which the God plays and we don't understand. The foundation day of such a big university coinciding with National Space Day, I think gives us a inborn charter that we should be very relevant to the space mission of this country for all the years to come, to the defense of this country, to the space of this country. Because I have seen, I myself have been, as has been read, I myself have been consultant to ISRO when they designed Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. Space of this country, defense of this country has done us proud in science. I mean, as a student of science, I can say without any reservations that defense, space, atomic energy, these areas have done us proud in the whole country. And it's a bit of our culture that we don't take pride in ourselves and we don't give pride to each other. That's a bit of a lack of culture, if I may say that, in this country, born of it. I always remember, if you go abroad, people are bubbling with confidence. You ask a student, where are you studying? He says, sir, university this and this. I told him, I said, you are doing computer science, this university is not so great in computer science. He says, sir, you are right, but my professor is great. The area in which I am working is great. I mean, the point is, he was trying to tell me, sir, why do you tell me my university is not good? On the other hand, you talk to anybody in this country, by and large, any student, any teacher. Where are you studying? NIT, sir. What happened? Sir, एक number और आ जाता तो IIT में चले जाते. You ask anybody in IIT, sir, I am studying in IIT Patna, पर एक number और आ जाता तो IIT कानपुर में हो जाता. You know, every student has learned to be dissatisfied with himself. And that gives you the lack of confidence in life. I think this is something which is the responsibility of all universities to make sure that our youth is certainly able to project itself at least of what they are. And having traveled all over the world, I have no less confidence on our students than any other students in any part of the world, in any university. I'll advise all these students here and through you, maybe to all the students of the country, that when we have dreamt and designed a roadmap for Viksit Bharat, the term given by our Honorable Prime Minister, it is not only doable, it is achievable, it's attainable. And we dream of attaining it through you, my dear students, because it is your generation which is going to take us to Viksit Bharat. And my request would be, remember today, and when you reach 2047, you would ask, did I start working for this today? If all of you start working for getting Viksit Bharat, no power in this world can stop us from becoming Viksit Bharat. Only thing is, we have to all believe in us, something which is a little less in our children than all over the world. So that's my first request to you on this opportunity which has been given to me by Professor Rana Pratap to be able to be a part of your foundation day. Second thing I would feel is, when your university was coined Gautam Buddha University, that again could not be a coincidence because it could be believed. You must have seen today we talk about knowledge and skills, and we are at times even trying to talk more about skills than even knowledge today. which I believe is another distortion which might come in. We need to have skills, but we need to have skills with knowledge. Skills with no serious application of knowledge will not take us to the Viksit Bharat. It will take us to growing Bharat. But skills with knowledge will lead us to Viksit Bharat. But in addition to skills and knowledge, I remember when I was chairman National Board of Accreditation, we are a member of the Washington Accord. Washington Accord is an agreement between about 20 countries of the world, where we have designed the same parameters for accreditation, thereby making sure that if you have the accreditation in one country, it's automatically acceptable in other 90 countries. It's more for engineering education. And I remember the first line there is, when we ought to accredit an institution, our mandate is to make sure that the graduates of this institution are good in having acquired knowledge, skills, attitude, and behavior. I thought I will concentrate the other two parts also, which is missing in our normal pedagogy. We talk about knowledge, we talk about skill, but if there is no attitude, if there is no behavior part, then many of these things go unnoticed, unperformed. I'll give an example of attitude. I think a research study was done with the behavior of a deputy librarian. In one university, there were two deputy librarians. So one student was asked to go to deputy librarian 1 and said, "Madam, I need this book." And she says, "Well, what the hell can I do? If you can't find the book in the bookstore, what can I do?" You look to the shelf. She says, "Madam, I saw the shelf, but I can't find the book." She said, "But then there's nothing precious which I can do." The fellow came out. Because it was a research experiment, when he came out, he was given a questionnaire, and questionnaire was, "Are you satisfied with your library?" Obviously, the answer would be no. Or, "Is there enough space in the library?" No. "Is there enough light in the library?" No. "Are there enough books in the library?" No. He wrote no to all the 20 questions. The other student was sent to the other deputy librarian. Same book, same question. "Madam, I wanted this book." Says, "My dear boy, did you see at the shelf?" "Yes, ma'am, I saw it, but I couldn't find it." She says, "Okay, give me the name of the book, give me your phone number, I'll help trace it, and the moment I get it, I will let you know." The boy came out. He was given the same 20 questions by the research team, and he said yes to all the 20 questions. Now, nothing is saying, neither of the two boys have got the book. Neither of the two boys are anyway more beneficiary of the library than the other one. But the attitude of one person has made the perception of the entire library different in the mind of the person. And now that's what applies to every teacher of the university. My dear colleagues, believe you me, I have said repeatedly, if there is only one objective of the university, that all the students believe that most of the teachers are our well-wishers, the university can never be stopped to progress ahead. There cannot be any mechanism to stop the university's growth as long as we can convince the students that we are for you, we are for your welfare, and I think that is the single point agenda for all universities in the country, including Gautam Buddha University, that this has to be achieved. We talk about outcome-based education. Outcome-based objective of a university is we are for the students, and that's the only purpose for which a university exists. I've been saying repeatedly, whether it's UG students, PG students, research students, we are all for the university, and that is the sole objective for which we have to be there. And I would again request all my colleagues here that on this Foundation Day, let's try to make sure that we at least start going on that journey and make sure it is done. Friends, some of the guests on spoke about interdisciplinary education, multidisciplinary education. We have given a lot of thrust in the national education policy on the multidisciplinary education. A university like this, which is multidisciplinary right from day one, has the much greater potential to deliver multidisciplinarity and interdisciplinarity. We are now trying to convert all IITs to multidisciplinary institutions by starting law colleges there, by starting sort of medical colleges there. That is the effort of the country to make our best institution into multidisciplinary culture. But a university like this, which is born as a multidisciplinary institution, has a great potential to really deliver multidisciplinarity. But I see many universities in the country, we use the name multidisciplinary, but not are really a multidisciplinary in culture. We still love our discipline so much. It's understandable. If you research in some area for 40 years, for you to love that area is understandable. But what you have to see is the university is not only for your love of the subject, university is for the growth of the career of the next generation. Your next generation will have to face multidisciplinarity because problems of life cannot be solved by single discipline knowledge. That is something which is now very well established all over the world. I see many a times, and I've said this many a times in convocations and all that, everybody carrying bottled water in a world which is 75% of the water given by nature. Can't we have freely available potable drinking water? Is it a dearth of science? Is it a dearth of attitude? I personally feel it's dearth of attitude that we don't want to do it in that spirit. Otherwise, I, as a scientist with limited knowledge, don't see any reason on earth why everybody in this earth does not have a right to potable drinking water free of cost. And that area could not be resolved because we produced civil engineers, we produced chemical engineers, we produced physical physicists, we produced water specialists, we produced plastic specialists, but we do not produce people who have integrated knowledge of science and engineering and sociology and made sure that this is a necessity and it has to be done. Talk about energy. Talk about climate change. Talk about vehicles and their transformation. Talk about life sciences and physical sciences integration. We have left all this behind because of our over specializations. Well, friends, like all of you, I have also specialized in some areas. But unless we give our love for the general love of the university, I think this problem is not going to be resolved. And therefore, I would request the Vice Chancellor and his team here to let's try and make conscious efforts that we become interdisciplinary by sort of design, if I'm allowed to use the word. The students of every department might have some projects elsewhere. We have many universities, I'm not really sure of the rules here, many universities where you say you can have only one research supervisor. Why? You should have 4 research supervisors from 4 different departments and try to see the social angle into an engineering solution, try to see the mathematical angle into a biological problem, and so on and so forth. Then only multidisciplinarity will come into being and we'll be able to solve the problems. We all talk about today creativity and innovation. Even I saw your vision. The word creativity is the first word in the vision of this university 18 years ago. So it's not a new word. It's only being talked about more or faster now. Is creativity and innovation born now? It has been born since the word was born. I've been saying probably the best creative example is in the story of Thirsty Crow, which we all learn in primary schools or middle school. The crow could drink water only because he was creative and innovative. Otherwise, had he been a student of engineering today, he would have said, I will install a motor at the bottom of the jar, and then when the water comes out, then I'll be able to drink it. By that time, he would die. If you were a life-size student, he would say, I'll go to the surgeon and ask him to elongate my beak, and when my beak is longer, I'll be able to drink it. And he would die before the surgery is performed. He was innovative, he was creative, and he could do that. And we feel creativity is a new word. My dear friends, sorry to say, our education system over the years evolved to suppress creativity, not to create creativity. We made sure that you are allowed to study only these subjects, not that. There is hardly any flexibility in our curriculums right from school to the university level. It has to come. It has started, but I think we need much more speed to be given to this to make sure that it delivers the objective for which it has come. I went for inspection of a university long time back. It's a good private university. Today it's a highly ranked university. And like all private institutions, they had the university and they also had the schools. And the Vice Chancellor very proudly told me, sir, our university schools are so good, university students are so good that they have networked the entire school of ours by themselves without any consultant, without any firm. So I said, so great. But I smiled. The Vice Chancellor said, sir, what happened? I said, my problem is, after this, all this, you will ask these students to write the theory paper on networking and then only pass them. If they have demonstrated that they can network the entire school, where is the need for the theory paper? And which university ordinance says theory paper is a must? Pardon me saying, all vice chancellors historically had the freedom to design the examination system for each subject separately. And I still don't know, with all my research, where from it came that every subject must have a theory exam, and that too 180 minutes, as if 180 minutes is a God-given sacrosanct duration for examination. So such types of things we have to challenge ourselves. Unless we challenge the status quo, I think this practice that this has been going on, therefore let it go on. This has to stop. We must challenge ourselves. Can I change it? Can I change it for the better? And if yes, let's start the change. Let's introduce the change. Some changes will work, some changes will not work, but that's fine. That's way of life. Mistakes is a part of life which should be permitted to be made. I was reading a paper where it said that the king of the jungle, lion, which is called king of the jungle, is celebrated like any powerful creature in the world, succeeds in his shikar only 17% of the times. Now, if king of the jungle can fail 83% of the times, why can't we fail once in a while? And that is very wrong training we are giving to our students, that you just cannot afford to fail. A single mistake will kill you. We conduct JEE, and a single cross wrongly does not make him an engineer all his life. We conduct NEET, but a single wrong take does not make him a doctor all his life. Is that the way in which things have to go on? We have to try and see whether there could be real multiple sources to go ahead. I remember some years ago, AICTE, after NEP, All India Council for Technical Education, thought, why is it necessary that a student of only PCM will be admitted in engineering? Why can't anybody else, having done 12th, be admitted into engineering? A very serious decision was taken. But an equally serious objection came from very serious scientists of this country that how is it possible? And when the clash went headstrong right up to the PM level, a committee was constituted with me as the chairperson as to how to resolve it. And I said, that's not the way to do either this or that. One problem with all of us is we take either decision this or decision this. We don't find any middle path to find a solution. And I, in such situations, always remember Swami Vivekananda, who said, there are three views to every problem. Your view, my view, and the correct view. And the correct view could be your view, could be my view, could be anywhere in between. Now that anywhere in between we don't search. So when I sat on that committee, I took all the major 25 branches of engineering and branch-wise we worked which branch will require which subject. For example, I said in mechanical engineering, you need PCM. In computer engineering, you may skip chemistry, physics and mathematics may be good enough. In fashion technology, yes, you may skip all PCM. Doesn't matter. In packaging technology, you may skip PCM. So that is how I found that for all 25 branches, there could be different requirements. And then that could be the solution to the problem. So why I am trying to tell you this is, we talk about flexibility, but really implementing flexibility has been much less than what it should be. Whatever little I have learned about Professor Rana Pratap in last 10 years of our acquaintance, I believe it should be possible to do it now, and I call upon you all to join him, give him strength to make sure that many of these attributes which are desirable in education are introduced in all universities. To start with, let it be Gautam Buddha University. Friends, when we talk about education today, there is no denial to the fact that the National Education Policy 2020 is the most wonderful document on education. There has been never a document in the history of this country which talked about preschool education and which talked about post-PhD education. This is the only document which has given this. This is the only document which tries to combine all branches of knowledge. This is the only document which seamlessly takes us from school education to higher education. But its implementation is equally difficult. And this implementation will not be possible if it is expected to be implemented through government orders. Its implementation will only happen when all of you, dear students, ask from the university, well, sir, I want to study this subject. National Education Policy allows it. Please make arrangement. Then only it will happen. And you have a right to do that. Policy is for you also. And policy also understands that every university cannot have flexibility to teach every subject. Therefore, policy officially permits you, if there is a subject which is not offered in this university, you can take it from another university. Policy also says that you can take it online if required. So such a flexible policy will have to be made use of with empowerment of the teachers. Teachers will have to be able to empower to take decisions as to what is to be done. If we don't do that, then these policies results will not be available to us in long times to come. We will have to make sure that universities are empowered, then teachers are empowered, then students are empowered, then only this will happen. Lastly, friends, just 2-3 minutes more. Lastly, friends, my dear students particularly, you have a long life to go ahead. Make sure that every problem does not have only one solution. Unfortunately, in all our academic system, we teach you that answer this, and I exactly know what you should answer, and you exactly know what the teacher expects him to answer, and that answer is which the teacher taught you in the class. Now, if you want to be outshining the teacher, there is no scope of doing that. Now, that is something which is not desirable. We have to understand that every problem can have several solutions. And which solution is applicable and best suitable in a particular situation depends upon situation to situation. I remember an incident. I was invited to Germany for a keynote speech. And because I was the state guest, so Vice Chancellor was hosting me. So when Vice Chancellor was taking me around the streets of Germany, I found some of the good roads. Good means like our state highways were made of stone. I said, Professor Fisher, how come you allow these roads to be of the stone? Your tires will go away very fast. He says, yes, Professor Agarwal, we know. That made me further confused that he says he knows it. I said, why? He says, Professor Agarwal, tires are made in Germany. For bitumen roads, we have to import from USA. And we have taken a conscious decision. We will allow the tires to go back and replace them fast enough, but not import bitumen from USA because that's not in our national interest. Now, my dear students, why I'm trying to tell you this is, this may not be a scientifically correct solution, but this is a correct solution in the applicable situation of that country. And therefore, life will never offer you one solution on the platter. That happens only in the examination hall. It's only in our university's examination question papers we expect a solution which is the correct solution. Life does not give you questions which have very predefined answer. It is better you learn it in the institution to practice that, and it is better for we teachers to make sure that our students learn that and make sure that they are better equipped for their life. Our aim has to be to make them better equipped for life. If we do that, then everything is taken care of. Short of that, we'll be failing in our objectives, and by virtue of being a party to your foundation day, I will try to say once again to you, creativity and innovation is not a subject to be taught. It's an attribute which is to be worn. Unfortunately, in academic world, we started making a mistake. Anything we feel like having to be learned, we make a syllabus out of it. And we try to teach it as a subject, conduct the examination, and believe we have done it. Some things will have to be done by role modeling, and if teachers can become good role models for students, then everything else in education is taken care of, believe you me. So with this, I urge all my colleagues to make sure they are role models for our young students. And when I say that, I only mean they make sure that these youth, these young students are definitely able to ensure that we see Viksit Bharat or we imagine Viksit Bharat, and they are able to do that, they will be able to do that. We have to make sure that they are facilitated, and I pray that we all get the capability of facilitating that, and I wish all my young students learn to live up to these expectations. With these words, I once again congratulate you all on this Foundation Day and thank the Vice Chancellor for giving me an opportunity, giving me this honor to be addressing you on this day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. Sir, we request you to stay on the stage, please. Sir, thank you, sir, for your encouraging words. We strive hard to work in the direction of growth and achieve new heights. Thank you again for underlining the significance of positive attitude and politeness in all domains of life, especially education sector. We now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rana Pratap Singh Ji, to kindly felicitate the Chief Guest, Professor K. Agarwal. Thank you, sir.
As we
Sir, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. We are, sorry, we are humbled by your presence over here, sir. There is a vast experience of Professor Agarwal as a teacher, as a researcher, as a scientist, as an administrator. We were fortunate today to hear the word of wisdom from him. Sir, we are very much humbled by your presence and giving us time from your busy schedule and being over here, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now, it is my privilege to thank the three dignitaries, the guest of honors, Sri Mathurji, Dr. Reddy ji, and Dr. Kamal, for their blessings and also for their inspiring words to the GBU community that what we should be doing and how we can make ourselves relevant. Now, it is again my duty to say thanks and also get the blessings from our Honorable Chancellor and Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Manni Yogi Adityanath ji. He has been very busy, but we requested him that, sir, we are celebrating our Foundation Day. Is it possible to be here in person? But due to his busy schedule, he could not be here. But he has sent his messages, and we are very much thankful to him for his blessings. Can we play the message?
गौतम बुद्ध विश्वविद्यालय आज अपना 18वां स्थापना दिवस आयोजित कर रहा है। 23 अगस्त 2008 को और गौरव में क्षण आया था जब इस विश्वविद्यालय की स्थापना हुई थी। आज इस पावन अवसर पर संपूर्ण विश्वविद्यालय परिवार उल्लास एवं गौरव का अनुभव कर रहा है। किसी भी संस्थान की उन्नति इस बात पर निर्भर करती है कि इससे जुड़े लोग कितने ओजस्वी, कर्मठ, प्रतिभाशाली और दूरदर्शी हैं। गौतम बुद्ध विश्वविद्यालय का सौभाग्य है कि इसे अनुभवी शिक्षाविदों, दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ कर्मचारियों और मेधावी छात्रों का सानिध्य प्राप्त हुआ है। इसी का परिणाम है कि विगत 17 वर्षों में गौतम बुद्ध विश्वविद्यालय ने शिक्षा एवं शोध के क्षेत्र में नए कीर्तिमान को स्थापित करने की दिशा में कदम बढ़ाए हैं। गौतम बुद्ध विश्वविद्यालय ने भारतीय ज्ञान प्रणाली के साथ आधुनिक शिक्षा व्यवस्था को बड़े कांचन सामंजस्य स्थापित किया है। हम अपनी जड़ों से जुड़े रहकर वृक्ष बनने में विश्वास रखते हैं। ऐसा वृक्ष जिसमें सदा नए कोकलें फूलती हैं, तो सदा नवीनता को प्राप्त करता है। इसलिए आवश्यक है कि हम समय के साथ पाठ्यक्रम में यथावश्यक परिवर्तन उसी तरह करते रहें जैसे कल कल बहती सदा नीरा हमेशा निर्मल और जीवनदायिनी बनी रहती है। दुनिया का सबसे प्राचीन ग्रंथ एक वेद में कहा गया है कि अनो भद्रा कर्तवो यंत्र पुष्पर, अर्थात हमारे लिए सभी ओर से कल्याणकारी विचार है। देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में बनी राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति भी इसी सिद्धांत पर आधारित, यानी अपनी महान परंपरा से जुड़े रहना है और साथ ही नूतन एवं श्रेष्ठ विचारों को आत्मसात करते रहना। ऐसी शिक्षा के लिए ही कहा गया है कि सा विद्या या विमुक्ति, अर्थात सही विद्या ही अज्ञानता से मुक्ति दिलाती है। विद्या का हमारा विचार संकुचित एवं वैयक्तिक नहीं, बल्कि विस्तृत एवं कल्याणकारी। यही विचार भारत को विश्व गुरु बनाता है। मुझे बताते हुए प्रसन्नता है कि रोजगार परक, शोध परक एवं राष्ट्र निर्माण परक वैश्विक विश्वविद्यालय की पहचान स्थापित करने में गौतम बुद्ध विश्वविद्यालय तीव्र गति से अग्रसर है। तकनीकी, जीव विज्ञान, आयुर्विज्ञान, विधि, बौद्ध अध्ययन, मानविकी एवं समाज विज्ञान के क्षेत्र में उत्कृष्टता केंद्र एवं नवाचार के माध्यम से विश्वविद्यालय लगातार शैक्षणिक विस्तार कर रहा है। गौतम बुद्ध विश्वविद्यालय के 18वें स्थापना दिवस के पुनीत अवसर पर भगवान बुद्ध के उपदेश अब दीपो भव का स्मरण करते हुए आज विश्वविद्यालय के कुलपति प्रोफेसर राणा प्रताप सिंह जी, सभी सम्मानित अतिथिगण, विश्वविद्यालय के समस्त संकाय सदस्य, कर्मचारीगण, समस्त विद्यार्थियों एवं प्रत्यक्ष परोक्ष रूप से विश्वविद्यालय की उन्नति में सहभागी बन रहे सभी अन्य महानुभावों को अपनी शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। मैं अपेक्षा करता हूँ इस पावन अवसर पर हम सभी संकल्प लें कि विश्वविद्यालय का नाम शिक्षा के वैश्विक पटल पर सुनहरे अक्षरों में स्थापित करें। शिक्षा, संस्कृति और प्रेरणा के प्रकाश से जन जन को प्रकाशित करेंगे एवं भारत को विश्व गुरु बनाने में अपना अमूल्य योगदान देंगे। जय हिंद।
We are honored and blessed to receive the message of our Honorable Chancellor, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Yogi Adityanath ji. Even though he couldn't join us in person, his message is a source of encouragement for all of us. With this, we almost come to the conclusion of the formal part of the event, and we must congratulate ourselves before that. And for that, to celebrate the Foundation Day, we have a few cultural performances lined up. But before that, I request the respected Registrar, Dr. Vishwas Tripathi, to deliver the vote of thanks. Before he joins us on stage, I would like to give a brief introduction of Sir. Dr. Tripathi has done his Masters in Microbiology and PhD in Biotechnology. He has also served as the faculty in the School of Biotechnology, Gautam Buddha University. Dr. Tripathi has worked as Senior Research Fellow at AIIMS, New Delhi. His research area is stopping me from moving forward. Please put your hands together and welcome Dr. Vishwas.
Still, good morning. So, a very good morning to one and all present here. It's indeed my privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion of 18th Foundation Day of our university. As we celebrate 17 years of academic excellence, innovation, and service to the society, we take a moment to reflect on the journey that brought us here, a journey filled with dedication, challenges, progress, and countless achievements. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Chancellor and Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Yogi Adityanath ji, for inspiring and guiding us with his enlightening message. The university is getting new heights under his guidance and leadership. My sincere thanks to the chief guest of this event, Professor K.K. Agrawal sir, Honorable President, South Asian University, for taking time from his busy schedule to grace this occasion with his inspiring presence and insightful words. Sir emphasized on the truly multidisciplinary nature of our university ever since its birth. And Sir also emphasized on the need for interdisciplinary research. Thank you very much, sir, for guiding us in this direction. Sir, your encouragement will resonate deeply with our students, faculty, and all present here. My sincere thanks to the guest of honor, Sri R.K. Mathur, former Lieutenant Governor, Ladakh, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, former Secretary, Department of Defense R&D and Chairman DRDO, Dr. Samir Kamath, Secretary, Department of Defense and Chairman DRDO, Professor Jaimala Vishnoi, Member Board of Governors, Professor Rupesh Chaturvedi, Member Academic Council, for joining us and adding prestige to this celebration. Sir, you all support and encouragement with our university's missions are invaluable. I express my heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rana Pratap Singh Ji, a very down-to-earth personality whose vision and leadership continue to guide toward new heights. Sir, your unwavering commitment ensures that the university not only holds prominent position today, but moves confidently toward the future under your leadership. Thank you very much for guiding us. To our faculty, officers, and staff, thank you for being the backbone of this institution. Your dedication in teaching, research, and service nurtures thousands of minds and shapes the next generation of leaders. To our students, past and present, you are the soul of Gautam Buddha University. You are our brand ambassadors. Your energy, creativity, and achievements make us proud every single day and every single movement. Special thanks to the organizing committee and all the volunteers who work tirelessly to make this Foundation Day celebration a grand success. Every detail from the decor to smooth conduct of today's event reflects your hard work and coordination. It is said that कौन लिखता है बताओ नींव का इतिहास साथी। इस विश्वविद्यालय की नींव के इतिहास को लिखने वाले ऐसे सभी प्रबुद्ध जनों, शिक्षकों, छात्र छात्राओं, अधिकारियों, कर्मचारियों को भी याद करने का ये अवसर है, उनके योगदान को भी। I must thank to the founders, all the former vice chancellors, officers, faculty members, and alumni for their sleepless nights, tireless efforts, and unshakable determination in making GBU what we see it today. They gave us more than infrastructure, a century of thoughts, a cradle of ideas, and a home for dreams to nurture the young minds. Their contributions, support, and fond memories continue to enrich our university community. Last but not least, to everyone present here, parents, guests, family members of GVU, faculty and staff, representatives of print media, electronic media, and well-wishers, thank you for being part of this celebration and for believing in the values and vision of our university. As we move forward, I pray to the Almighty, may GBU continue to thrive as a hub of knowledge, innovation, and excellence for many more years to come. For our students, I would like to say them Happy Foundation Day, और मैं उनको ये शुभकामना देना चाहूँगा इन शब्दों के साथ, अमर्त्य वीर पुत्र हो, बढ़े चलो, प्रशस्त पुण्य पथ है, बढ़े चलो. Once again, thank you all and have a wonderful day ahead. आप सभी का एक बार पुनः बहुत बहुत आभार और धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much, sir, for acknowledging the efforts of every individual who has worked towards the betterment of this university. In continuance of the celebration of the Foundation Day, we bring to you a series of performances. After all, what is a celebration without dance and music? We are delighted to introduce Kathak Kendra, established We are delighted to introduce Kathak Kendra, established in 1964, a prestigious constituent unit of the Sangeet Natak Academy. Kathak Kendra stands as one of India's foremost institutions dedicated to the classical dance form of Kathak, nurturing generations of dancers while preserving the rich heritage of this art. The Institute offers a full-time comprehensive course in Kathak where students not only learn the intricate footwork, graceful spins and expressive storytelling, but also explore associated disciplines such as Indian classical music, stage productions and yoga. This holistic approach ensures the students develop not just technical skills but also a deep understanding of rhythm, expression and body awareness. Kathak Kendra has produced numerous renowned performers who have showcased their talent on national and international stages. Beyond training, this institution organizes workshops, lecture demonstrations, and performances to promote Kathak and inspire wider audiences. Today, as we enjoy the performances by these talented artists, let us celebrate the discipline, creativity, and legacy of Kathak nurtured by the Kathak Kendra, an institution that continues to enrich the world of Indian classical arts. In the meanwhile, we also have the hashtag page.
We request you. We request you to display the hashtag page once again before we start with the cultural event. In case anybody missed a chance to click a photo, please click the photo and follow us on these platforms. Thank you. The first performance of the Kathak Kendra is the Ardhanarishwar Stuti, a beautiful and divine piece that praises Lord Shiva in his unique form as Ardhanarishwar, half Shiva and half Parvati. This form shows the perfect balance of male and female energies called Purush and Prakriti, and also the dance styles Tandav and Lasha. The stuti was written by the great Kathak Guru Pandit Birju Maharaj, and the music have been composed by Pandit Jai Kishan Maharaj. It is a spiritual prayer that shows the union of Shiva and Shakti in one body. Through this performance, we aim to express the idea that all creation is a balance of opposites like strength and softness, or destruction and creation. Coming together is the harmony. The artists who are presenting this is Rakhi Sharma, Nitesh, Kesharwani, Swati, and Akash Dwivedi. Please put your hands together and welcome them.
पार्वती पति शिव हर 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 पार्वती पति शिव हर हर
Krishna,
Thank you so much for the soul-satisfying performance. After the Ardhanarishwar Stuti, we present Tal Sangam, a composition created by Pandit Jaikishan Maharaj Ji. Just as three rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati, meet at Prayagraj, this composition is based on a similar idea. In this performance, three different tals are used. The first one is Jhab tal with 10 beats, then Dhamar tal with 14 beats, and finally the Teen tal with 16 beats. These three tals are blended together to form this creative piece called Tal Sangam. In this performance, you will see the beauty of Kathak dance through Tode, Tukde, Tihai, and Samgat. So now we present in front of you Tal Sangam. Please welcome Rakhi Sharma, Nitesh Kesharwani, Swati, and Akash Dwivedi on stage.
Wow, what a beautiful performance. Thank you so much for the visual and audio treat. That's the beauty of tradition and culture, classical performances. It touches your heart, it never fades away. Our third performance is a Khoria dance. The Khoria dance is a collective form of the variety of the Jhumar dance styles and steps, exclusively performed by women. This dance is popular in central region of Haryana and is connected with the daily affairs of the people and with the most important events like harvest, agricultural work, etc. For this dance, the performers wear skirts with fine golden thread work and brightly colored veil-like dupattas along with heavy rustic jewelry. The simple movements acquire form and color with the swirling of the flare skirts, and these steps later increase in tempo. Please put your hands together and welcome them.
Thank you for such an energetic performance. Our last but not the least performance is Fag Dance. This dance form is performed by the farmers in the month of Falgun. Both men and women can perform this dance. During performance, women wear colorful traditional clothes, whereas men wear colorful turbans. Please welcome them on stage.
सावन की रुत आई रहे तो सावन की रुत आई सावन की रुत आई रहे तो सावन की रुत आई बड़े दिनों के बाद राम जी बड़े दिनों के बाद राम जी अपने घड़ी लगाई सावन की रुत आई रहे तो सावन की रुत आई कीर्ते आए देखो तुम्हें लोग लुटाए आज खुशी में पानी नहीं हो बरसा सोना पानी नहीं हो बरसा सोना आज खुशी में बरसा सोना पानी नहीं हो बरसा सोना पानी नहीं हो बरसा सोना चोरे सारे मिलकर मस्ती सछाई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई सूट पधारू हंस कंठी करा दूं हंस कंठी करा दूं सूट पधारू हंस कंठी करा दूं पूरा कोई तेरी तुम कमाई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई सावन की रुत आई न देखो सावन की रुत आई
Thank you so much for giving us a taste of Falgun and also the festivities that accompany it. I would now like to request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Rana Pratap Singh Ji, to come on stage to felicitate Sri Akash Dwivedi Ji. Sri Akash Dwivedi is a young and bright Kathak exponent and also a yoga trainer. He started his initial grooming in Kathak from Guru Raksha Singh and completed his advanced training under Pandit Jaikishan Maharaj. He is also the recipient of Vishnu Prabhakar Samman and also an impaneled artist of Spik Minke. Sri Akash Dwivedi Ji. Please put your hands together for us. I would now request Sri Amit Kumar Chauhan to please come on stage and request the memento on behalf of Srimati Malvika Pandit. Ms. Malvika Pandit is an acclaimed Indian classical dancer and choreographer and cultural ambassador with over 2 decades of dedicated service to the arts. A gold medalist in Kathak and a holder of multiple academic degrees, she holds a PhD in dance from Banasthali University. We had the students of Ms. Malvika Pandit over here. So we have with us Sri Amit Kumar Chauhan to receive the memento on her behalf. Please put your hands together. Thank you so much, sir. I would now request our respected Registrar, Dr. Vishwas Tripathi, and Dean Student Affairs, Dr. Manmohan Singh Sisodia, to please come on stage to provide certificates, to distribute the certificates to the participants. I request the performers to please come in order as I call out their names. From the Haryanvi Folk Dance Club, we have Upasna. I request the audience to put their hands together and appreciate them. Next, we have Vidhi. Himanshi. Shilpa. Sneha. Aarti. Muskan. Ankita.
Deepika, Sakshi, Nitin, Gaurav, Sandeep, and Aman. After this, we have performers from the Kathak classical dance, Shri Akash Dwivedi, Shri Nitesh Kesharwani, Srimati Swati Kashyap, and Ms. Rakhi Sharma. Thank you so much, sir. Before we stand for the national anthem, there are a few announcements. We have a selfies point outside for the students. So please click photographs over there and upload it with the hashtag GBU Foundation Day and hashtag National Space Day. We also have refreshments outside on the right hand at the reception desk for the students, and a special lunch has been arranged for you at the hostel mess. We also have refreshments for faculty members and staff. But before you proceed for refreshments, I request the faculty members and staff of GBU family to please stay in the auditorium for a group photograph. And please stay, students, for the national anthem. We have almost come towards the conclusion of the event. I request all the students to stay.
I now request all of you to rise in your seats for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जननी तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे